the array. So it takes from it starts from 0, and length is starts, you start the position from -1 to suppose 1 2 3 4, but -1 0 1 2 3 4, like that it takes. Suppose if you have 10 characters there, 10 characters means how do you give the index? The first letter, how do you tell the position? It's not starting with 0, it starts with starts with 1. Suppose let us tell that 10 students are standing in the line, 1 2 3 4, boy 1, boy 2, boy 3, boy 4. So like that 10 students are standing. So but their positional values are given as 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. 9 positions are given, and it is counted from the length is counted from -1, right? So that is where the memory will work in the array. Then slicing means I want to divide that list and all. We cannot do the slicing, but array we can do the slicing means like how you make the bread slice, cut, make into 2 parts, 3 parts, like that you can make the slicing. You are extracting the source position to the end position from where you want to where you want. That's called slicing. Suppose I have in my array there are some 10 characters. I want to have only the first 3 characters, or I want to have the third to eighth character. So I can make those slicing and then work on those elements. So that's called slicing means making into parts. But remember, an array will have its own characters. It will not get, just because suppose if you one loaf of bread is there, and if you are slicing, it will not lose its characters will remain as it is. Only thing is you are taking which part, top to middle, middle to remaining part, or whichever part you want, that part you are taking out. That's called slicing. It's extracting. Then concatenation. Concatenation means if I have two arrays, what will we do? We are joining them. Let me think that computer applications is section A, computer applications, and list of section B, computer applications. So I'm joining them and making into one class. So two arrays we can join and make into one this thing. That's called concatenation we call. So concatenation is also appending one with another one array with the another array. But how do you concatenate? After all these numbers are done, the next array numbers will be added. Next characters will be added. That's called concatenation. So anytime it's called appending. Appending means updating. Whenever updating is happening, the list, whatever you are having all from 0 to 10, suppose. So after 10th position is done, the 11th position, this next array elements will come and settle. They don't get mixed up, and then as you put the things in the other aspects, it won't get mixed up like that. It will remain, the positional wise it will remain and then settle. That's the difference between array and in the lists of the elements. Then when array is multiplied with a constant, suppose if you are multiplying with the constant, all the elements are repeated with the constant by n number of times. Suppose you want to multiply the array by 2 or -5, any number you want to multiply, the each and every element what is present in the array will get multiplied with that particular number. That's called array. These are the different things about the array. Suppose array I have 2, array 2 is 0. That means here in the 0 position, what do I have? -1. So if you see carefully from this, let me take it to the next line, next page. I have an array. If you see carefully, I have array 2. The name of the array I gave it as 2. So I is the index where I have -1, 6, 50, -56, 8, 21, -99. So here array 2, 0th position. In the 0th position, I have -1. In the second position, I have my indexing array. Suppose it is second position, 1 0 1. This is 2, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. Otherwise you can write from this number is -1, this number is -2. From left if you go, it will be from 0. From right if you go, it will be -1. -1, -2, -3, like that. So anyways, you can write the order. You can write the order from this side, or you can write the order from that side. Suppose I want to have the array from 2 to 6. 2 to 6 means what is the array from 2? 2 means this is 0, this is 1, this is minus 56 is the second position. So minus 56, then 8, then 21, then minus 99. So that is what we have array from 2 to 6. We have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements are there. But actually speaking, there are 6 elements. 5 positions, 0 to 5. Those are the positional values. Whereas -1 to 99, there are 6 numbers or 6 elements are there in that. I hope all of you are understanding me. Understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So here we have array 2 to 6. Now, same manner, suppose I want to have the array from -4 to -2. -4 to -2. Carefully see -4. This number is -1, first number. I'll put down one line. Below that, I'll be writing the positional values. This is -1. Coming to previous one, it is -2. Okay. Then coming to previous value, it is -3. Coming to previous value, that will be -4. That means what became -4? Carefully see. What will become -4? If you go back carefully, let me write. This is your -1 position. This is your -2 position. This is your -3 position. Are you all getting me? -3 position, because I'm writing from the right side. So -56 is your -4th position. So your number will become -4 to -2. It will become -4 to -2. It will become -56 to, actually it should be -2 means 21, it should become 8. So like that we will write the values. This is 21. Now concatenating array 1, array 2 to array 2. Same I want to concatenate. I just told you concatenate means putting the numbers one beside the other. So our numbers are -1, 6, -56, 8, 21, -99 till here. So next second array will get added after this number. Can you see this? -1, 6, 56, 8, 21, and 99. So array 1 and array 2, you can concatenate by just putting one beside the other. You only need to write concatenate or array 1 plus array 2. That means both the arrays will get added, right? Both are array 2 only. Suppose if I want to write like this also, I can work. For example, I have array 1. Let me put, generally in the notes when we are writing, we'll put the greater than arrow marks. That's nothing. You don't need to write in the Colab. Directly you can write. So here you write array 1, ARR 1 I'll put. Array 1, I want to define it as, you can put I in the inverted commas. I, what you want to put the values is, suppose let us think it is 4, 90, 89, 36, 54. Some numbers. So let me close the bracket and then close. Now this is your array, one more array. I want to define it. So now this array, I want to do array 1 and array 2. In that case, what will happen? Array 1 and array 2, if I'm adding array 1, ARR 2, and I want to add ARR 1. If I'm adding both of them, the answer that comes back to me is, see carefully, array, I will write here, sorry. The answer will come as array, bracket, it is inverted commas I. Indexing we have to write. In the Colab, it will take directly, but here if I write, it will take like this. Okay. Then it will become your -1 will come, 6 come, -56, then 8, -99. It will come. Till there, -99, it will come. But one array points will get added now. So 4, 89, 36, and 56. Like this, it gets added. Bracket close. That's how array 1 and array 2 will be added. Or you can write, there is one more way to write. Array, some new name you put. Array 3. Array 3 is equal to concatenate array 1 and array 2. Like that also you can write. Right? Now, if I want to multiply the array by another number 2. So if you want to multiply array with some other number, it will get multiplied and then it will give you the values. Now, processing the array. Array can be processed using data items by several methods. What are the processing points? Data items, array class. Array class is provided by 3 data items: array type code, array type appendix, array buffer info, and array C part is array byte swap. These are the four things what we have. Functions of array. Okay, let me put them in the proper form for you. 1 second. Array data items in the array class provides 3 data items, that is array type code, returns the type code of the array of the object. Type code we have mentioned in the first one. This is called the type code. What is the type code we have? Okay, the type code will be mentioned there. Returns the type code of the array object. Array type code returns all the types of the type code of the array class irrespective of the object. Right? Then next one is array item size. How many items are there in the array? Returns the size of the item of the array objects in terms of bytes. So this is the first point. Then methods or functions of array class. Then we have almost 15 methods or functions in the array. One is array append. Append means you are updating, you are increasing, you are adding some more elements, you are adding some more items. Appends the item X to the array, new item to the array. Then array buffer info, it returns the tuple that holds the address in the memory and the length of the elements. Where is what element? Which element is present in what memory storage? That you will get the information of the array element. That is array ARR buffer info. Then array byte swap. It performs an operation of byte swap on a memory. Byte swap, it will check how many bytes it is occupying. That and this thing, it will give you the information. Then count, array count, how many, let's find out how many threes are there in a Python array. So it will check how many elements, what time, how many times it is, that particular element is used in the bytes, that will tell you. Suppose, for example, in this array, I have 3, 2 times it is appeared. So it will check for how many times it is counting array. So it counts how many times a particular object in the array is repeated. That it will give you the count. That's called array.count. Then array.extend. This array.extend is iterable. Iterable means it can you can keep changing it. It keeps changing, and then it gives as and when the process is required. So it attaches the iterable to the end of the array in the Python. So adds the elements at the back and then extend the array. Now, trace back. All these are the different, almost we have 15 functions in that. Type error. Then we have array form Unicode. Array form Unicode. So this array form Unicode, this appends the Unicode string to 101, which call it on this should be Unicode 2. Hello, when you are writing, it's a Unicode. So U is the Unicode. Wherever you write again U, it will say hello. It will give. It gives the, suppose you wrote a hello and then you are assigning it to some memory, U, then it will, whenever you write U, it will tell you U. Then like that, if you want, you can write hello world, then it will give you hello world, like that. Then we have array insert. If you want to insert anything, for example, in this case, it is inserting. When you are inserting element in the array at a specified position. Generally, I told you arrays, you add, append means it will add at the end. But if you want to put between 3 and 4, another number in between, you want to insert some number. So put insert. Suppose between 2 and 7, second value and 7th value, you want to insert something. You can like that, insert the values. Insert the elements at index 7, element 7 at the index 2. It will insert the element there. Wherever you give the position, at that position, it will insert the value, whatever you want to insert. So insert is a simple one where you give the first one is the position, and the second element 2 comma 7 when you write. The first one is the index, second one is the what value you want to insert into that position. Then array pop. If you want to, what is the value at position 2? You want to know that. So you want to write array dot pop. When you write array dot pop at 3, whatever be the number at the third position, that will be reflected. It's like that. Pop, insert, pop, remove, several functions of that kind. It will make us understand how arrays will work. So unfortunately, last week I could not complete it. I should do this week, and I've sent you the notes, but could not write the problems to you. So this week I'll try to do it in a day or two and send it. So unless you practice it, it will become really not easy. I remember that I saw in the group that you are attending the practicals. Are you attending? Are you attending the
Yes,
practicals?
yes, ma'am.
So how are you doing the problems in the practicals?
After the online classes, they will schedule the on
They will
practicals, ma'am.
schedule. Okay. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
But before that only, you can start working on the Colab. Did you all make the Google account? Did you open and check in the systems whether you can open Colab?
Yes, ma'am. I have done.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. So you are able to do one or two problems what I showed on the class?
Last
Yes,
class,
ma'am.
what you have shown that I have done.
You have done great.
And after that, I have not tried.
No, no, I didn't. I that is, I should give you. So I'll give you today, in a day. Just today, if you at least 10, I'll send. You can work, and tomorrow remaining, I will send it. Whatever
Okay.
I teach today, all
Okay,
those
ma'am.
things I will be sending by tomorrow, right?
Okay,
So
ma'am.
now array dot remove. All the array functions I'll put at one place so that array dot pop, array dot insert, array dot remove, array dot append. So array concatenate. Every function, there are 15 functions like that in arrays. There are some functions in lists, tuples. We need to learn list, tuple, array. These are all different types of data storages in the Python program. So we need to learn these things, which will help us to learn the Python programming easily. So array dot reverse. Suppose reverse is one what? You wrote the numbers as 1, 2, 3, 4. If you write array dot reverse, what it will do is it will write 4, 3, 2, 1. It will reverse the order. So you can even do the ascending order, descending order, all those things also you can do with the help of this reverse functions. So array dot refers, array dot 2 bytes. 2 bytes means it returns the representation in terms of bytes of values of the array in Python. How many bytes the complete array is taking? 2 bytes. So how many bytes the complete array is taking? That it will give you the answer. Suppose array dot string. Array dot string is depreciated. So to string means it will be depreciated and everything will continue and look like this way. Then to list. So array dot to list means it will put it as 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer will come like that. Next one, array methods. Let's see how the methods are. This, if you see, it will be easy for you. Append. Append is adds the element to the end of the list. These are the functions or methods of array. Append and put the bracket. Array dot append. If you write like that, it adds an element at the end of the list. Clear. Clear means clean. So it removes all the elements from the list. Copy. Copy means suppose you have copied from somewhere, it will select and copy. Wherever you want, it will paste it. Count. It returns the number of elements which in the specified value. In third position, what is the value? That value, it will count. How many times that particular value is there in the list. Suppose, for example, I have 5 times I repeated 3. So 3 times, it will give you the answer as 5. If you say count, position number 3, whatever the element in that position it will take and count how many times that number is repeated in the array. Then we have extend. Extend means adds elements to the list iterable. Whatever you want to add at the end of the current list, you can add. Extend means stretch, add more. Okay. Index means whichever element, whatever index you want to tell, it will tell where the positional value. There is a positional value and the value of the element. In the third position, what is there? 56 is there. So third position, 56 is there. That is the positional value. Whereas which position it is staying at third position. So third position, index, that's called index. Suppose, for example, I say there is a table 4 in page number 5. So page number 5 is the index. Are you getting me? And the table number, where is the table? So you are telling that. So index returns the index of the first element with the specified value. Insert, just now I told you in which position, what element you want to put, that will be inserted. Then pop, it removes the element at the specified position. And remove, reverse, sort, it will bifurcate and give you. Now, there are special functions or libraries in Python. When you are using in arrays, when we are using the Python, sometimes we will be using in the numbers, we will be using in the strings, we will be using with the constants, integers, etc., etc. So generally in NumPy, all arithmetic calculations, all those things will be done in one kind of library, which we call it as NumPy. It's an independent software module. Python has that software module. Being a library for the Python programming language, it adds adding support for large multi-dimensional arrays and matrices along with large collection of high-level mathematical functions. We can do trigonometrical functions, we can do statistical functions, we can do n number of functions, whatever you are able to do in maths and statistics, all those things we can do with using the NumPy calculations. So NumPy and pandas. Pandas are for tuples and all, whereas for arrays and all, we use the NumPys. So NumPy is an independent software. It is a library for the Python and it does all the numerical calculations, any operations, mathematical operations, it can work. And in 2005, Travis Oliphant, the name, the person who has created NumPy is Travis Oliphant. You're able to see? This is the person who has created this NumPy for Python. Now, this NumPy is an open source. Always, whenever we are doing any kind of Python program, we should import this library into the program. Otherwise, simply if I say add two numbers, divide two numbers and all, it will not work for arrays and all. So what we need to do is we need to import. Suppose in my next house, something is there. I need to import to use it in my house. So I'll get it and then use it. So Python is an independent programming language. So sorry, NumPy is an independent software. So we import into Python module and then start working on it. So Travis Oliphant created NumPy, incorporating features of competing NumPy in the Python values. Now, how does this NumPy work? Generally, we call it as giving size. One second, just wait. So in order to use NumPy arrays in Python, we should import NumPy module just like in array module. We have to import, then only we can buy. You write N capital NUMPY. Import NumPy as NP. We generally import it as NP. Now, the class array.array. Suppose I'm using the array and then I want to use NumPy also. Then we write ND array. ND, n-dimensional array. N-dimensional. DIM is the dimensional. N-dimensional. Number of axes or dimensions of the array. It will tell you ND array. It will tell how many dimensions are there. ND array dot shape. What is the shape of this? It will give you. This is a tuple of integers indicating the size of the array in each dimension. So how much is the size? Size matrix, did you see any time? It looks like that. 2 by 2 matrix, 3 by 3 matrix, like that. So dimensions, n comma m. N, how many rows, how many columns, like that. ND array size, total number of elements of the array. How many elements are there? This is equal to the product of elements of the shape. N rows, M columns. So N rows, how many elements are there? M columns, how many elements are there? The product of all those things. Let us think there is a 2 by 2 matrix. To show you an example. This is just an example. 1 second. I'll put it like this for you.
Madam, please unmute. You are not audible.
It became
Yeah,
this thing.
now
Sorry.
now audible.
Now you can. Now you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go back and repeat. So when you are working on this elements, nd dot array size, can you see the screen? ND dot array size. It's like a matrix form. 2, 4, 8, 3, 1, 0. So we have 2 rows and 3 columns. How many elements are there altogether? 6 elements are there. Hello?
Madam, Sandhya Rani is disturbing. Can you just tell her to silent?
Yeah, I'm muted.
Yes, madam.
Now, let's go back. So we have 2 rows and 3 columns. That means altogether, number of rows into number of columns. That means how many dimensions? How many dimensions are there? 2 rows. That means 2 rows. N is 2. And M columns. That means 3 columns. So 2 into 3. 2 comma 3. That's called the dimensions. And now, how many elements are there in that? 2, 3, 2, 4, 8, 3, 1, 0. 6 elements are there. That means 2 into 3. So we write ND array is nothing but it is equal to the product of elements of the size. Right? Next one, let me teach you how to do the creating array. How do we create array in the NumPy? In the previous example, I did not show you NumPy. I didn't import NumPy. I directly wrote how to write an array in the Python program. Now let's see how do we import it and work on it. So I will use NumPy and work on it. Then it will become very easy for you to work. Import NumPy as NP. First we will import whatever is required to work on it. Then I'm defining the array1, ARR1 is equal to np.array, open bracket, close bracket, 1, 2, 3. Can you see the way it is written? This way we write. So if you want array1, it will give you the answer as array 1, 2, 3. Now, I want to write array2. Array2 is np array. I want to write 1, 2, 3, comma 4, 5, 6. So array If you want to write only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you can write that way as the array. For example, array 3. Array 3, I am writing it as with 3 elements. See carefully, 3 elements. So if you see, if at all I have only one set, one tuple in between, 1, 2, 3 as one box, this box, then there is only one row. Then when I wrote 2 elements, this is one element, this is one element, it will give one below the other, right? So it will give one below the other. 2 rows are there. Then it comes 3 rows. Now, if you want to look for the dimension, it has one dimension because only one row is only given to you. 1, 1, 2, 3 in one box. So it's one row. So one only, dimension is one. Whereas when I wrote 2, np array 2, if you see np dot array, in general, normally if you write, it will not give you anything. But if you write np dot array, it will give you the number of dimensions. That means it has 2 rows now. 1, 2, 3 is one row, 4, 5, 6 as another row. So one row, 2 rows. So 2 rows. The dimension is 2. It will give 2. Then, for example, if you see a third array, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it has got 3 layers now. 3 layers means it will give the dimension as 3. Can you see that? Now shape. Shape. How do you see the shape? If you see the shape here in the first one, you have one row, but you have how many elements between in that row? You have 3 elements. 1, 2, 3. 3 elements are there. That means 3 columns are there. Right? Same manner, if you see the second array, you have 2 rows. 1, 2, 3 is one row. 4, 5, 6 is one row. So 2 rows are there. In that 2 rows, how many columns are there? 3 columns are there. Are you getting my point? 3 columns, like a matrix. Just now I showed you. Like a matrix it looks. So it is 2 rows and 3 columns. Last one is 3 rows and 3 columns. That tells you the shape of the array. Right? Shape of the array, 3, 3. Now size. 1 into 3 is 3. Second is 3 into 2, 6. Third is 3 into 3, 9. So remember what all we have done. Dimensions, shape, size. 3 things. Dimension, size, shape. Okay. So 3 things you have learned about the array. Now type. What is the D type? Because they are simple numbers, that is called int 32. Integers, 32 size. Bit is 32. So 32 size. Item size. So it is 4. Right? So in memory, how does it look? I don't know back end how the data is stored. I just want to learn about it. So you can just write array 3 dot data. Then it goes into the memory and then check how the memory looks at. Memory is where? It will tell you where. This is how the answer will come. Memory at 0x00000265E4. Like that, it will give you memory. Sometimes it is so important. You may be asking, Maksud may ask, ma'am, why should we learn where the memory is? How does it matter for us if any data gets corrupted? Because Python and all are called scientific programming languages. In these programming languages, any error happens, in which location the memory error has happened, we should be able to check. For example, in machine learning, Python is used for machine learning and AI concepts. In those concepts, they are used for fraud detection. In the fraud detection, any bank account goes wrong, any bank transaction goes wrong, in which location of the memory, where it, what minute, where exactly the error has happened or any wrong thing has happened, I need to have the memory location. That's where they can easily detect cyber crimes easily. Getting my point? So memory location is extremely important. NumPy flags. The ND array object has the following attributes, very important ones. Its current value is returned by this function. What are the functions? Let's see. Attribute and description. C underscore contagious. So we write C, only C in the bracket. That is, the data is in a single. C style contagious segment. This is not very really flags of the NumPy array. We don't use them much, but still we should know these concepts. Writable, aligned, update if copy, update if it is okay, copy like that. So own data, all those things we work. Then create array using arrange. Arrange is a function, like reverse is a function. Arrange is also a function. So arrange function is just like range in the Python syntax. Arrange, how do you arrange? Start from where and then stop at what step and step. Arrange. Suppose I want to take 100 to 1 to 0 to 100 numbers I want to write. And I want to arrange as the gap of 5. So the first number I wrote it as 1. So it will start at 1. I'm arranging the numbers. So it starts at 1. Then it will go to fifth number. It will put the 5. Then that is the step. 1 to 5 is the step. Then it will go to it will go to the 10th number, then 10 right, then 15 right, then 20 right. Like that, it will go to 95. And where do you want to stop it? At 100th position, 100. So it will stop at 100. But for example, if it is starting at 0th position, then it will stop at 95 only. It will not go to 100th position. Clear all? So arrange is one aspect, what you need to know. So you can arrange them with the increment. See here, arrange 1, 15, 4. 1 is the starting point. 15 is the last point, stop point, and 4 with the steps. So 1 after 4 steps, 1 is done. Fourth step is 2, 3, 4, fifth. 5 number will be written. Then next fourth number, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 will be given. Then next number is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It will give 13. But I can go till 15. Is there any number that comes after 13 till it reaches 15? No, it will stop at 13. Because 13, then 14, 15. Next number is 15. And 15th is not into the fourth positions of anything. So it will stop at 13. I hope all of you are understanding my point.
Yes, ma'am, understand.
Good. So, suppose for example, like this, create an array from 1 to 15 with increment to 2. With increment to 2, you want to write 1 is the first position, 15 is the last position, and increment is 2. So first number is 1, it will write. Then go to 2 numbers. That means 2, 3. Second number is 3. Then 4, 5. Third number is 5. 6, 7. Next number. 8, 9. 9 is the next number. 10, 11. Next number. 11, 9, 10, 11, 13. Up to 13 it will go. But not up to 15 because last number is 15. It will not go for that number. Okay. Creating array using line space. Then it returns evenly the speed numbers over the specified interval. Returns number evenly spaced samples and calculate over the interval between start and stop. It will give you, suppose you want to write an array from 0 to 100. Start and stop. Whatever randomly it will select its own way and then it will give you the output. You are not defining anything to that. So you are writing only from where it has to start and where it has to stop. Sometimes it will take 2, sometimes it will take 5, sometimes it will take, it's choice. That's called line space. Even if you want to use the decimals also, you can use the decimals. That means it is in the float form. It will give you the float form and then give you the answer. You have the float aspect also. Creating array in log space. Log space means using using logarithms. Logarithms to base 10. Log space we call. So you can use the logarithms also and then work on it. Then creating array using as array from buffer from formitter. It's called formiter. Above the NumPy functions are like this. So as array, T array, some name we are giving, np dot as array. It will create array with the existing tuple 1. Same this thing, it will create an array. So simply, suppose I have one tuple, T1, I take one tuple. So where 10, 20, 45 is there and 15 and 18. These are the numbers with me. Now when I'm writing as array, what it will do, it just creates one sequence of numbers and then write it in the proper format. So from 15, 10, 20, 45 and 15 and minus 18, it will choose S1 as 12, 15 and 69. So the sequences are created as array is nothing but like creating a sequence, and then it will give you the output as the sequence to you, right? So same manner, arrange lists and all. Then let's see how the mathematical operations will take place. So in the mathematical operations, one second. Array 1 np dot arrange 9 d type, that is float shape 3 comma 3. If you are giving like this, print first array. So it will print the first array or second array, the numbers it will type and then give you the answers. So how the answers will look like is like this. First array, because you wrote float. So 0 point, 1 point, 2 point, then 3.4.5 up to before 9, whatever are the numbers are there, that it will put. Second array, you want what is in the second array, second line, what are the numbers are there. Like that, it will give you the answers. For example, np.arrange, that is 9, d type, float, shape, 3 comma 3. So first array, print first array, print second array, all those values are written there. So we are looking for how the output will look like is, first array will look like this, all float numbers before 9. All the numbers before 9. Second array, what is the condition we gave? Second array, we want np.array only 8, 9 and 10. This is the name what is we are giving. So we want it to be printed 8, 9, 10 array. So that only will be printed here. Then add two arrays. Those two arrays are added. So for 0, we are adding 8. For 1, we are adding. For 2 we are adding. So if you're adding, each number will get added and the array will get appendixed. That means for each row, the numbers are added. If you are able to see, can you see carefully? The arrays are getting added. 0 plus 8 is 8. 0 plus 1 is 9. Sorry, 1 plus 9 is 10. 2 plus 10 is 12. Again, those numbers, all the numbers will get added by 8, 9, 10. So in the same position values, column wise. Then 3 will get added to 8, that is 11. 6 will add it to 8, that is 14. Then 4 will get added to 9. 9 plus 4 is 13. 7 plus 9 is 16. 10 plus 2 is 12. 2 plus 10 is 15. 8 plus 10 is 18. Like that, both the arrays got added. Same manner, you can subtract the arrays, multiply two arrays, divide two arrays. All these things can be done through arrays. Now, trigonometric functions you have learned sine, cos, and tan in your 9th and 10th classes probably, or if you are from maths background in intermediate also, you might have done trigonometrical ratios, that is sine, cos, and tan. So all those values can be done through Python programs. You can check for the degrees, you can check for the values, you can check for adding, subtracting, all the identities, trigonometric identities. Sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. All those formulas we can use in trigonometry in this also. So all these are the angles that are given to you and then they are added. Then rounding of the functions. Rounding functions is very important. Rounding or there are 4 concepts in the rounding functions. One is round, floor, ceiling. Round means it will make into the nearby round of number. That means suppose I have 4 decimal places. 4 decimal places, I am rounding it to 2 decimal places. So it will round off. 2 decimal places. The remaining places, I mean, you know it is, we write above 0.5 means make it add it to the next number. Suppose I have 3.456. 3.456, if I have, it's the last 6 is above 5. So what we do, we round it off the previous number. I want to round it to second decimal place. So what do? That 6, I'll make it one number added to the previous one and remove the third position. Are you getting my point? I'm writing here. Suppose if I have 3.4567. Okay, 1. Now, there are how many decimals are there after this number? 4 decimals are there.
4 decimal points.
I want to round it off to 3 decimal places. 3 decimal places. But here, if you see in the last decimal place, it is 1. 1 is less than 5. Right? After decimal, 5 and above 5 or below 5, we should see. Above 5 means it is not valued. So to round it off, I'll write it as 3.567. For example, if I need to make it as, let us think instead of 1 here, let me tell that it is 8. In that case, it is above 5. आपको 0.5 से ज़्यादा है. 5 से ज़्यादा है मतलब this number will become 8.
3.568.
568 it will become. I hope all of you understood this. Next one, floor. Floor means what it will do is, it will take the previous integer. Suppose 3.568 is there. It will write 3 as the answer. What is the floor? Floor means the nearest greatest integer to that number. Greatest integer. Greatest integer to 3.568 is 3. Greatest, nearest great integer. Big integer. What is the integer near to 3.5? That is 3 only. So 3 will be the answer. Suppose ceiling. Ceiling means top. Top. What is the number next to that? आपको 3.5 आया. Max. 3.5 आया मतलब what will you do? You will write it as 4. You will not write 3.5, no, in the marks. You'll write it as 4. Ceiling we write. So that is called ceiling. So around, floor, ceiling. These are the 3 functions. Then we have NumPy array comparisons. You can compare 2 arrays also and write which is greater than the other. Based on the size, is it close or we have a few functions, close, all close, every number is close to each other, equal or not. We can check false and all. So, one second, more are there, yeah. So that's how we can compare 2 arrays and then work on that also. So I'll show you all the things with the examples. I'll send it today. You can see greater than, equal to, less than, equal to, or is equal to. All those values we can do. And all these things can be done with the help of either true or false, like that. Okay. Then this is little bigger chapter. I will do a little more time I'll take. Let me do it. So NumPy array, aliasing. So here in that aliasing, NumPy original arrange.6 original array is, what is the original array? Is it aligned or not? It will check and then give you the idea, right? Then creating a view or shallow copy of array. So here, what are we doing? Has ND array, we want to see the view of it or view method, which is a new array object that looks at the same data as the original array. It will appear the same, but it is not the same. There is slight difference. So creating a array view, import NumPy as NP. Original NP, we have 6 reshaped to 3, 2. That is your original array. And if I want to view, it will look a little different. Let me show you the example. Array original is looking in this manner. 0, 1, 2, 3. This is the original one. And now, if I want to create elements, number of elements will remain the same. But the thing is, array will not have the same elements. Inside elements will not be the same. Number will remain the same, but not the new list that has added. Only elements will be different. Size, shape will remain the same. I hope all of you are understanding. Original and new. So 4, 5, create view of the original. So original is 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5 are the new different arrays that have been created. Right? Next one, creating copy or deep copy of the array. Copy is what and deep copy is what? A function creates a deep copy. Copy means it will create a deep copy. It is a complete copy of the array and its data and does not share its original array ID. Sometimes it is very important that in the passwords, in the other things, it will not exactly reflect the original one, but it will copy whatever is required and then give you the output. Like that, it works. So original array 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you are writing O, copy. So when you are writing copy, it will copy. Elements are same, but it is not giving you the output 2, 2, 2 in 3 rows it gave. It will change it. All of you see carefully. Your array original copy is like this: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whereas it will give you 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Elements are same. Deep copy it is. Copy. And shape, there it is 2, 3. Here it will become 3, 2. That's the difference. Next, dimensions of the array. So, 3-dimensional arrays, 2-dimensional arrays, all those things. Reshape, flatten methods. Flatten means all in one line. Flatten. You can reduce them or make them like that and then work out. I will send you all the examples because these are all, each one is like one method of solving the problems. So unless you work out on them, you will not be able to understand. Indexing and slicing, already I explained you these things. I wrote again with the examples. Slicing 2-dimensional, how do you do? 1-dimensional, I showed you. Slicing 2-dimensional or 3-dimensional also, we can do. So this completes your 4th unit. Let me check with the 5th, how much is it?
Units are there, madam.
Pardon?
Total 10
Can you
units
repeat?
are there in the book.
There are 12 units, but already our classes, 3 classes are done, I think, 4 classes. So I need to take one extra class later on in the last, or sometime extra 1 hour I have to complete it and then do it. Up to 4:30 I will take today. Okay?
Okay, madam.
Is it okay or shall I stop?
No,
Yeah.
madam, please
So
continue.
strings and characters. Now all the numbers part we have learned. In the unit 5, this is a small unit, so we can do it fast. So in this unit, we are learning about the strings and characters. Strings, suppose my name is Uma. Uma is the string. Vinod is the string. Maksud is the string. Fatima is the string. Like that, these are all strings. Strings, how do we work? Arrays are different. They are numbers. So in the numbers, there is some methodology. To use strings and characters, the methodologies are different. So strings and string operators, we are learning. Built-in functions, some of them are built-in functions are there. What are all built-in functions and formatting of the strings? All those things we should learn quickly. So always strings are the objects that contain sequences of characters, which gives some information to you. So here, sequence of characters, if I don't write, suppose Anita is there. I should write ANITHA. Some meaning it should create for me and understand it. So any sequence of characters, whatever you are writing, if it is giving you some meaning, then we call it as a string. So here in the string basics, string is a Python. In Python, it is the sequence of character objects enclosed in a single quotation. We don't write double quotes like this single quotation. Let me write somewhere. Yeah. So, right, like this, I'll put the single quotes. Can you see the single quotes? I'll write in the next line. Single quotes. Can you see? Like this, always if we write double quotes, if you write, it is that like a text, it will print the double quote. Single quotes, if you write, it will understand it as a string. If you write only numbers, suppose for example, I wrote only A, it will understand that it is a variable. The systems are so good that you don't need to define them again and again. If you write a single letter, it understands that it is not a string. It is a character. I mean, it is a variable which you want to assign something values to that. Suppose if I write simply if I write Uma like this, then it will not know. It doesn't understand the string. So you need to put, if you say that you want to, it is a name, you need to put it in the inverted commas, single inverted commas, not double quotes, right? So like this, we should write the string. Now, strings are immutable. Immutable means they are not atomic. Characters are smallest elements of the string that cannot, that and they can be extracted from a string. Immutable means not breakable, right? Creating string, indexing, slicing, membership, concatenation, repeating, comparing strings. So all these are the things what we are doing. Again, as I told you, whenever you are making any string, the initial position, indexing, and when you talk, the initial position is always called as 0. It starts any string. Suppose if I write my name, let me write Vinod, Vinod. If you write Vinod, right? This Vinod, it takes the, how many letters are there in Vinod name? Vinod name has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 names are there. So V is in the 0th position. I is in the 1st position. N is in the 3rd position. O in the 4th position. D is in the 5th position. But what is the length? Again, it comes to 4 positions. So string or string cap or index, by writing the number from 0 to a length, whatever be the length in the string. So like that it will write. Membership, if at all B belongs to that or not, I want to see. So I can write, is it in that or not? Then it will give a Boolean value. Boolean value means true or false. Suppose, for example, I want to ask whether 0 is present in Vinod or not. So it will check and then tell, yes, it is present, true. If it is not, then it will say false. And one more thing you need to remember, it is case sensitive. Case sensitive means if you have written any string with the uppercase letter, it will remember it as uppercase only. For example, if I say, is V, capital VN, right? Is V in Vinod? If I ask like this, is V in the Vinod? It will say no. For us, it will feel that we have Vinod is in this letter. V is there in this letter, but it is case sensitive. Case sensitive means uppercase or lowercase, capital letters or small letters. Strings are very, very particular, case sensitive. What case you are writing? Lowercase. See, I wrote here lowercase. So it will say no in this case, but if I write is V in, okay, I'll write here. V in, if I write, it will say yes. In this case, it will say no. Whereas in this case, it will say yes. Case sensitive. That's called membership. Then concatenation. You can just add string 1 plus string 2. It will concatenate and then add the value. So suppose hello world, welcome to Python strings. So if you put them, string 1 is hello, second word is world, third one is Python. So you can put strings and operators, concatenate. It will concatenate. Concatenate means joining. Joining from the back. Hello, after that word, after that this, like that. At the end, it will get added. That's called concatenation. String built-in functions, capitalize. You can do the capitalization. See here. Greetings of the day. So greeting G will become the capital. First letter only will become. Capitalizes is the function which capitalizes only the first element. Then we have center width. How much is the center width? How much is the width? So greeting of the day. From here it will add only the center point it will take and then tell what is the center part. Then count. From beginning till the end, how many are there? It will count and then give you the how much is there. So see here, occurred. The substring occurred twice. Which occurred twice? Suppose day. Greetings of the day. Have a good day. Day has occurred twice. So that string has occurred twice, it will tell. Then encode, you can encode and then write the code also there. Decode ends with suffix. If you want to put some suffix to that, you can put the suffix. Means prior to that, if you want to add anything, it will add afterwards or it will add before. Prefix and suffix it can do. Expand tabs, you can do. Hello tab, how are you? So it will expand and then work on it. So then find, it will find hello, how are you? Where is in which position, how? It will tell which position it is. Then we have index. Index, I told you, it starts, you can locate which string, what position, what element is in which position, it will locate and give you the idea. Then is a returns the true if the string has at least uh, uh, one character and all the characters are alphanumeric and false otherwise. Is all num. Is AL num. That means is all the characters are numbers or are the characters are there. So it will check whether alphanumeric characters are there and then work out and then give you whether all the are characters or not. Suppose for example, string 1, if you have A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, E, F, G. So this is alphanumeric. So E is all num. When you write, it will write true. String 2, if you see A, B, C, D, E, F, then it is not alphanumeric. A, B, C, D, E, F. So there is nothing in that. So whether it is there or false or true, it will work out and then give you. Now here, there alphanumeric there, but here only alpha is everything is alpha means all are alphabets only. In that case, in the first case, if you see A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, E, F, G, it's not alphanumeric. It tells false. Whereas A, B, C, D, E, F, it tells true. See there. Right? This is how it writes. Is digit. Same manner, all are digits or not digits. It will check. Is lower case, it will follow and then tell. Then is numeric. Is space. Right? Is there any space between them or not? If you have the space, it will say yes. Then is title. And is super. Join sequence. Length string. One just. That means width it will tell. Then so many functions are there. Almost you have some, I can say. So 24, how many functions are there like that means in strings 31, 32, 35, uppercase, Z fill. So many functions are there, 38, almost 40 functions are there in only strings. Okay, I'll share this. You go through whatever you don't understand, just let me know. Okay, then string operators, formatting, working with characters. So operators, concatenation, you can put plus sign. Repetition, you can put star to repeat the same sentence. Hello, 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 hello. You can write like that. How many times you want to write? That many times put that number A star 2. So when you write A star 2, it will give that many times that particular number is divided. Then you can slice it into 1, 2, 3, a number of slices. You can write range of the slice from where to where you want to do the slice. Membership, you can check whether that particular element or string is in the complete string or not. You can check not in or raw string, percentile, all these things we can work with the strings. They're all the functions. Formatting strings, printing variables with F string. F string is used to print the statement format. In the statement, how you are writing. Suppose I want to write print something, and then I want to write what to be printed. This and this. So in that case, you need to use certain formats. So I'll send that formats. Please look into that and then learn them. That can be explained with the examples better today. Okay. So format symbol, you will have the percentile C for the character, percentile S for the string, percentile I, it is for the integer, percentile D for the decimal integer or the float, we can say, even if you can use F also, floating point. Then U, unsigned decimal characters, O, octal integer, X, hexadecimal integer, you have learned in the first semester. Then E, exponential notation. All these are the different types of format symbols which we need to use in the print formats. When I'm telling the print function does not know what are you printing. Is it the character you are printing, or integer you are printing, or float you are printing, or exponent you are printing? You should tell the system. So for that to know, you should use these format types. All the examples of that are there here. Hello world, how are you? All these things I thought I'll print and then show you in the lesson, but the time is very less to work on it. So I will write in the notes each and every line what is here. This notes and the Python notes, both I'll put it so that you can work. Keep both, take the printouts. This is how you can work. So take both the classwork notes and the Python notes, Python in the Colab. So put both of them and the system. So write what I write in the Python, that code in the system, you can understand it better. Okay. So today by mostly I will be able to give how to work with these examples. I'll give you in the format which will be able to understand. Simply by explaining like this, it won't be that easy to work. Clear? So
Yes,
with this,
ma'am.
almost fourth and fifth units are done. Sixth is a little complicated once again. Let me show you what is in the fifth for next week. And yesterday I couldn't take the class because I myself had the class and I was busy teaching in the class. So I could not teach you. So if I see the sixth one, functions are there. This is a little bigger chapter, functions. And with this notes only, I will send the functions notes also. It's almost 58 pages in this very big chapter. But prior to that, if you practice, it will be easy for you to understand. So let me try to finish and then give you as early as possible so that you can start learning better. Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
sorry for the delay, children. And from next week onwards, let me be in time so that we can start and complete the notes at the earliest. Okay. Good luck.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Today I'll send you, I'll try at least 10 programs I'll write and send it so that you can practice.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Good luck.
Thank you, ma'am.